Alright, we're gonna create a custom gaming computer, mid-range, Gigabyte C200 class case. We're gonna use AMD 5 CPU, GeForce graphics card. I'll show you all the components as we go. Let's open this guy up. Let's do a quick unboxing of this. Very beautiful, very sleek. Nice glass in the front. I believe there's a blue LED light here. Looks very modern. Beautiful glass case. The glass side. And this is the rear connections. Okay. Need to be really gentle. Nice cable management. Everything goes through the rear. Bunch of screws. Let's have a look on the other side. So this is a little manual. Cool. Should be a straightforward process. So we're going to install a AMD Ryzen 5 3600X. And B700H gigabyte motherboard, Jeep power supply, 16 gig DDR4. We're going to install a GeForce GTX 1650 Super. It's a 4 gigabyte overclocked edition. And for this we're going to install a Gigabyte B450M gaming motherboard. Cool. Let's see how we go. We'll start off with the motherboard. Okay, so we need to start with the motherboard connector plate. Okay. Very beautiful. I like the color red. We'll install our RAM now. Now I'm thinking whether to do the CPU now. Let's have a look at the height of this CPU fan, whether it will get in the way. It's up to you when you want to install your one. That's the beast. Hi, how are you? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there's a bit of a dilemma. So this will go on like that. I think I may need to remove these. Okay, that's in beautifully, locked in. So I will need to remove these because this bracket doesn't suit this CPU fan. Shouldn't be a problem. So it's a good idea to do the CPU fan now, not after. Okay, I've taken the brackets out. Now we want to have the fans hiding, the cable hiding. So we're going to probably hook it up this direction. Let's just have a quick look. If we put it this way, we'll stick on the case like that, which is fine. Okay. Beautiful. And just gently do one part at a time. Just, you don't need to screw in all the way. Just be gentle. Yep, little bit. Little bit. Little bit. Good. Then you want to use a proper screwdriver. Just do it manually. You don't want to go deeper and crack the motherboard. There we go. There we go. Just until you can't force it anymore. Sweet. Okay. Now, one more thing. Let's have a look. So the cables will come out from this point or around these areas. I normally want to do the front header connections. So what I'm going to do, start working on the other side of the case. Okay, so the front connectors. So what do we got? We also need this. Basically all of these are front connectors except the power. We'll leave that out. So we got the we got simply power switch, LED for the hard drive, reset switch, HD audio and USB 3. So probably want them coming out maybe just. Let's see how our case will go. Okay, just leave it like that. And this is a micro ATX, so it will go like this. So I would want my connections coming out of this part here, that hole there. Okay. And then we can tidy up all this later. Okay, so what do we got? Front USB we can do later. This is the power LEDs. So power LED. HD audio. Reset switch. And HD LED. Oh wait, that's power LED. This is the power switch. We don't have one for the hard drive LED. Okay, so this one does not have a power LED light. Okay, that's fine. Now there's two more screw holes there, which we don't have a placeholder. Let's put them on. One there. And you want to make sure they're really flat. Okay. And one more over here. Good. Good. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to put screws for the main board. You may not want to use a power tool if you're not comfortable. I'm being very gentle here. And never press down the drill, let the torque do the job. Okay, beautiful. And the front USB ports. Okay, you don't want to force any of the connections in any way. Everything should just click in. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now, let's have a look how we can put the power supply in there. So the power cables will come out through that side. Okay, let's do the power supply now. So this is the B700H. 700 watts is enough for our purpose. The GPU, I believe, at its peak will use about 350 watts. That should be sufficient for the remaining system, including CPU, which I believe is not as power hungry as the Intel equivalent. Very beautiful. I don't know why they give a US or Europe plug. I still don't understand. I had a Intel NUC the other day and it had a US plug. Very annoying. And it's good that this is a modular power supply. We can remove unnecessary cables. Yeah, this is how it will go. Power cables actually will come around here and there, whatnot. Yeah. Okay. So before we chuck it in there, we need to choose what cables we need. So it comes pre-connected with the motherboard power cables. We will need two SATA for our SSD in the 3.5 inch. Alright, so we need one for our hard drives, one for our GPU, and fan connector for the case uses a Alright, we can plug it directly to the motherboard, and one Molex here, so we need one Molex. Yep. Okay. That's all we need. So we need to plug these in. Alright. Power supply screws. Okay, power supply is good. I will need to run them through. Power supply there. That's for the motherboard power supply. And then we got the GPU. So it will come out here like this, and probably wanted to plug in somewhere at the back there. It's fine like that. You do your own cable management, however way you see fit. Okay. In fact, we'll do the hard drives now. So the hard drive bay needs to come out. Okay, so we'll put this hard drive here, and we'll put this hard drive there. Okay, so I'll put the SSD on top. Hey, merhaba.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to support this channel.